Welcome back to DIY Mixers Crew. Today on Recipes Made Simple, we're going to do a nice cinnamon churro just using a few flavor concentrates. You might be surprised on the concentrates that I'm going to be using today, but it's going to be a nice all-day vape. It's great with morning coffee. It's great, for after a meal. Not too strong on a cinnamon, but we're going to jump right into it. But I hope everybody had a great Easter weekend. I know I did. Got a chance to spend some time with the family. So we're going to jump right into this recipe for you guys today and give it a go. Alright guys, in today's recipe, we're going to be using TFA acetylpyrazine, Flavora Cinnamon Crunch. I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed rich cinnamon, but we're going to be using Cinnamon Crunch today. 1-on-1 cream milk undertones, Capella funnel cake. And to finish off, we're going to throw in some Flavor Art Joy. A pretty decent recipe, guys. Let me go grab that Cinnamon Crunch. Let me see if I can find it here. Grab that one. All right. So, acetylpyrazine, okay, AP, acetylpyrazine, that's actually how you say it, but AP is an additive, that will give you a nutty, yeasty bread-type notes to your e-juice. Now, today I'm going to be using this to bolster the bread dough profiles from the funnel cake and the joy. This will also enhance the recipe, giving it a brighter tone while making the dough aspects pop out more. You have to be careful with this concentrate or additive. If you do push it over a certain limit, it will cause you to get like a popcorn or corn chip flavor. And today I'm going to be using this at 0.25%. Just a couple drops. Okay. Flavora Rich Cinnamon. Overall, this is a great flavor. It has nice, deep, grainy type flavors with some cinnamon coming in underneath. To me, it can be a little bit soggy, as I've said before in previous videos, but I'm just using this today for the cinnamon aspect for the recipe. The AP, will help that sogginess to give the churro more of a crunch. And today I'm going to be using this at 0.25% as well. Okay. Alright, 1-on-1 creamy milky undertones. I'm going to be using this flavor today in the recipe to give the recipe a little bit more body and mouthfeel. And it's going to help fill out the center of the vape, using those milk profiles in the concentrate. As it's going to tame the greasy notes that you get from the joy and the funnel cake. And today I'm going to be using this at 1.75%. Okay, next up, Capella funnel cake. To me, this is an underrated flavor in my opinion. I feel it doesn't have a lot of uses, but in this situation, it is a fantastic flavor. It has some nice, clean, fried dough notes with nice, sweet top notes, almost powdered sugar-like. By clean, I mean like a clean, greasy feel, not like a dirty, oily, greasy feel that you might get sometimes when grease has been used too much, but it's nice and clean. It also reminds me, of a sweeter Flavor Art Zapala, and today I'm going to be using this at 3% in the recipe. Real simple recipe today, guys. Just a few flavor concentrates. Lastly, FA Joy. In my opinion, Joy is more of a enhancer additive type flavor. It can be a bit odd, like an odd flavor, but it has an underlying great yeasty fried dough. It has a little bit of a greasy, oily finish to it with a touch of sweetness. And actually, it does have some cinnamon notes in there that we need to kind of finish off those cinnamon notes that you're getting from the Cinnamon Crunch. This also is going to further enhance the fried dough aspect of the funnel cake, and it's kind of playing a dual role in today's mix. And today I'm going to be utilizing it at 0.75%. Now, no, it's not beer, Graham. You just got to know how to use it. That's all, buddy. So to go over the recipe, TPA acetylpyrazine or pyrazine at 0.25%, FLV cinnamon crunch at 0.25%, one-on-one creamy milky undertones at 1.75%, Capella funnel cake at 3%, and lastly, Flavor Art Joy at 0.75%. Now, steep time on this, guys. Let me fill this up real quick, and we'll go over this. And there's a few different options that you can do with this. As far as the steep time goes, I honestly enjoy this recipe right off the shake. It's really good off the scale. I would say the max maybe 3 days, because what tends to happen is the cinnamon kind of fades a little bit in there. Now, if this does happen to you, or maybe just my palate was getting used to it as I was vaping, you can add some of the rich cinnamon that I actually grabbed at the beginning of the recipe. Now, you don't want to overdo the rich cinnamon in this recipe. I would say if you're going to use that and sub it, go maybe around like a 0.1% of the rich cinnamon from Flavora, because what will end up happening is if you push it a little bit too far, it's going to kind of take on a candy type, and it's going to overpower the recipe and give it like a candy Red Hots flavor in the churro, and that's not what I was going for. But like, once again, this is a nice, dessert vape that you can have after a meal or enjoy it with your morning coffee. Other than that, guys, I'm going to get out of here for today, but for those who had entered the giveaway for Flavora on the Facebook page, right after the video, I'm going to head over to the Facebook group, and I'm going to get the people that submitted the recipe, and I'm going to throw it in random.org, and I'm going to choose the winner. So if you guys haven't had a chance to join a Facebook group, head on over, join a Facebook group. Like, once again, there's a lot of great mixers over there. They share their recipes all the time. But other than that, guys, I'll see you next week. Real quick, though, I'm going to be throwing out a video on a nice closed pod system pretty soon for you guys. I'm really enjoying it, but that'll be coming up in a week or two. And like I said, once again, I'm going to be out of here, and I'll see you guys next week.